Okay, video is about the ticking noise. I heard it from the driver's side of the car. I hear this abnormal ticking noises. The engine is not on now because I fixed it already. I was an idiot. I thought I pressed the recorded button, but I guess I didn't. So this is after. I heard a little ticking noise, and it wasn't it was like abnormal. Maybe like the car right now is on like a hill. It didn't happen on this side, but it happened on this side. And I've changed the radiator, which have the oil radiator in it, built in it recently, so I did lose oil, and I didn't know. So this might be a video that double check all these stuff before you actually thinking that something is wrong with your lifters. Anyway, so I search around and I say, I freaked out like most people do, and I'm like, oh God, something else is wrong now. I just spent all this time fixing this damn car, now something else is wrong. Maybe I did that for nothing. So I hear this abnormal ticking, so I got a little worried. So I searched around a little bit, and people were dumping oil in them, people blah 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 blah. So I said, okay, maybe I'll try that. In the next video you would see what I did to it. But anyway, before you do all that, and here's a tip, and before you freaked out and things like that, the simplest thing to do is check your oil. That's it. Go into your dipstick and see if there's any oil in there. And that probably could have solved my ticking issue, but because, like I said, I was freaking out, I didn't think at the moment. So this is why I made this video. Before you freak out, check your oil and check your pressure, oil pressure inside your car. Turn the engine on and off and see if the pressure would move or change or stabilize or whatever. As it gets hotter, it'll expand and it'll create more compression. That's my understanding of it. Oil pump does not make compression, because if it does, these holes down here would have blown out by now, and those has never been changed. It's like over 16 years it's never been changed, so it would have blown out by now. I would say like within few hours, not just years. But anyway, so before you think that your oil pump is gone or anything that is gone, oil pump, if you really look into them, it's very easy to understand. It is very simple concept. It doesn't have any like the stuff like a normal like pool pump or anything like that. So don't think of it, it's like a majority thing, because if you open one of those up, you can see it's a very simple design. Anyway, so during that time, in the next video, I will show you how to actually verify that, or even just before you think your oil pump is gone or anything like that, try this method first. It'll save you a lot of money. First and foremost, make sure your dipstick is in tight, and this cap is back on tight, because there's actually a gasket in here. Okay, see that? And I actually add another O-ring on top of that. You see the line in there? That's made by me taking it out right there. So you can tell right there that this cap does hold a compression because of those O-rings. And also too here, your dipstick, same thing. You see that? Grease that. And also too, I put another one, I went one step further, I put another one up here, so when it sits down, it actually tighten that up too as well. Let's see that. So that's another step that you can do. They tapered this down a little bit. If you look at your dipstick, they tapered down a little bit. That's because the oil gasket needs to sit in there to seal. So this is a lot bigger. If you have an oil gasket that big or something, replace it. That would also help. So, because if the compression is correct or high, it would help it to lift up those lifters. And now what's prevented from getting damaged. But I took it one step further, and on the next video, this is what I use for the cleaning, I call it. I guess cleaning, and because oil pump and lifters and things like that, rods, needs cleaning too. Who's gonna go in there? So I'm gonna end this, I'm gonna pause this, and we're gonna go to the next video. Okay, so now I'm gonna pour my stuff in, just the AT fluids, and it's called Gumout. So now I'm gonna put, it's calling for about an ounce of these. It says to a gallon, a third of an ounce to a gallon. So I'm just gonna eyeball it and just drop it in there. That's probably a third of an ounce right there. Or just a little bit more. Now I put my transmission fluid in. I just put almost a quart. It was what I have left, about 24 ounces. So now I'm gonna pause the video and go to the next. Okay, it's only a little bit of ticking now. It was a little louder. I'm gonna leave it running for a little bit. I believe it's just dry. I'm gonna walk in for the compression. Oil compression. It's a little bit over 60, I guess. So that's actually a good sign. Listen to it again. I don't hear any. I'll bring really close. The oil compression's a lot better now. It was low. So I guess I'm gonna end it for now, and I'll let it run for a little bit more, and then I'll do another video.